Hello, everyone. Another Saturday night matchup, a little bit later than promised, but we're all here. Decks are shuffled, X files have been chosen. We have a full crew here tonight. Myself, uh, I am playing against Nathan, a worthy adversary, back from vacation and water damage, and ready to go, ready to show his stuff. We have
Sickness,
Stephen and
constant
Guillaume.
sickness.
Hey
We
guys,
also have Stephen and Guillaume here who are going to be serving as judges. We're going to send them back to the studio. They'll be observing. Give me the high sign if you have any questions or concerns about rules or gameplay. Keep us honest. For all of our viewers, maybe some of you are new. Just want to reiterate we are using just the officially printed cards. The Premier Truth is Out There, the Mulder edition, and any promotional cards that go along with that. Agreed, Nathan?
Agreed.
There's the thumbs up. I don't believe we did a coin toss, but I'm going to send Stephen and Guillaume to the background. You know the international sign for getting my attention. And we will get started.
All right.
All right, Nathan, it's just you and me now, boss.
Sounds good. I forget how we decide who goes first.
It's typically a coin toss, and the winner of if you win the coin toss, you get to choose who goes. How about you call it in the air, and we'll say that the X is heads.
Okay.
And the bottom of the dime here is tails. Fair enough?
Sounds good.
All right, you call it in the air, boss. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Heads. Heads, 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 heads. No.
It's tails. And I am very curious about your deck, so I'm going to let you go first.
Oh, wow. I'm curious about my deck, too. I sincerely hope I did abide by all of the deck building restrictions we just talked about, since this was put together hastily. But I think so. So let's see. All right, we are going through briefing, so I will draw my card for the turn. I'm going to create res, and I'm going to create a decent amount of it here. So we've got Skinner at res 3, Hosting at res 1, 4. We've got Krychek for 2 for a total of 6. And we've got Blevins in the bureau. They'll give me another 2 for 8 total. So we're going to go up to 13. And then I will pay 2. I'll pay 1. So down to 12 resource points to draw 1 more card. And then it's all you.
All right. I am going to sell 2 cards. First, Dr. Blockhead for 2. And Eric Hosteen for 3, a total of 5 conspiracy points. And I'm just going to purchase 1. I'm going to be stingy. And I will turn back to you, sir.
All right, so I have no healing requisition. Requisition, I'm going to pay 4, go down to 8 resource points to drop a cell phone on Skinner. Deployment. Let's send. Blevins, Krychek, and Hosteen to the field. Skinner's going to hang. And let's right away use Hosteen's token to check out your hand.
Okay. Got the video trap. Assassinated. Los Angeles, California, site there.
Okay.
Franklin, PA. Leonard. And abduction.
Oh gosh. Can you tell me the activators on Leonard and abduction?
Activators on Leonard are conspiracy and sight. Activators on abduction is conspiracy and alien investigation.
Okay. So let's go. Hold on, I want to take a look at Leonard here.
If you'd like, I can read the game effect.
Oh, sure. Why don't we do that? And then everyone can hear too.
For the benefit of our audience.
Yeah.
This card does not initiate combat. Flip the top card of the investigating player's bureau deck. If it is a witness card, then both Leonard and the witness are removed from the game. If not, then keep flipping until a witness or 10 cards have been flipped. Flipped cards are placed on the owning player's discard pile.
Okay. All right. I think we'll do the video trap for Hosteen.
Okay.
And we're in case assignment. I will pay 2 res to play Browning, Montana, which is a occult investigation 4 and motive site. And let's get these guys back here. Pay another 2, go down to 4 res to play Ellen's Air Base, Idaho. It is a bureaucracy 4 and affiliation site.
No bluffs. Let's go right to
Assignment, huh?
right to investigation. Assigned to sites. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do Blevins is going to fly solo at the airbase, and Hosteen and Krychek are going to head to Browning. And we'll start with Browning, Hosteen and Krychek. It's occult investigation 4, which Hosteen has himself, and a motive question.
Okay. Surprise ending here. I'm going to play Leonard.
Yep.
On that site there.
So flip the top one, and if it's a witness, they're both.
If it's a witness, it is. Did I say removed from the game? I believe so. And both Leonard and the witness are removed from the game. If it's not a witness, you keep flipping until you get a witness, or you've flipped 10 cards.
10 cards. Okay. How much did Leonard cost?
7.
Okay. So witness. No, it's a site. So that's card number 1, right?
That's card number 1 that'll get discarded. Yep.
2, 3, 4, Oh, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Oh, good. Unexpected.
9, 10. Bummer. That was an effective Leonard. And those are all discard pile cards. Okay. Anything else for that one?
Nothing else. You have a clear path to your question.
All right. Is your motive knowledge?
It is not.
Okay. Down there. And then we'll go to Ellen's Air Base, Bureaucracy 4. Not surprisingly, Krychek, or I'm sorry, Skinner will be phoning this one in. So it's a total of 6 bureaucracy I have there and an affiliation question.
And refresh my memory. What are the keywords on that one?
It is a, let's see, site, mono, affiliation, and bureaucracy are the keywords.
Okay. I have nothing to stop you. You're free to ask
All right.
your question.
Is your affiliation occult?
It is not.
Maybe. And that goes away. Debriefing, I have 6 cards in hand.
I only have 5, so no discard from me.
Sounds good. Your turn.
All right. I'll draw for turn. All right. Generate res. I get, and to introduce my team, I have Fox Mulder, Phoebe Green, Agent Jack Willis, and Agent Weiss. As you know, Fox, his res has to be used to draw cards. I'll save that for a little bit here. I get 1 res from each of my other team members, so 3.
David, it was Green, Weiss, Mulder, and who did I miss?
Willis, Jack Willis.
Willis. Okay.
And I'm going to buy 2 and then take Mulder's 2. Interesting. Interesting. And I turn to you to sell and buy.
All right. I'm going to sell my alien stiletto.
Ooh.
Oh, there we go. And get 5 conspiracy points, which will put me at 10. And I will use one of those to draw a card. Down
Okay.
All good.
All right. No healing and no requisitions, so I will deploy all of my agents to the field. And I am going to use one of Mulder's tokens right here to pay for Los Angeles, California. That is an occult investigation or evidence collection, 5 or more. The question is, I may ask affiliation or method question.
Okay. And that's the only site?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to put 2 bluffs on there.
I'm sorry?
I'm going to put 2 bluffs on there.
2 bluffs. Okay. Well, in true fashion, I don't have anything to stop you, so let's see those bluffs.
Okay. They'll only hurt a little. So the first one is sinus cavity implant. And I think we will, let's take 1 away from Mulder.
Okay, I'll put this upside down token on here just to remind me when it's res time that he's got a problem.
Okay. And I'll just stick the implant up here. The second one I have to pay 3 for, which I will do. Is this is not happening. Discard 3 cards at random from your hand. And hopefully one of them is not the video trap.
So I'll just lay them out here and I'll point to them, and you let me know when I get to the card you want to
Okay.
discard. I'll start right here at the top.
Skip that one. I'll take that one.
Okay.
Skip that one. Skip that one, and I'll take the next 2.
Okay. Gather my things here. Let's take a look. Evasive maneuvers,
Okay.
unnatural aging, and abduction.
Oh, that was pretty effective. And I have nothing else for that site, so go for it. You sent all of your agents there, I'm assuming.
You know,
right?
I didn't assign anyone, but I typically send them all, so then that's what I was going to do.
Okay. I have nothing else, so.
Okay, and so I'll go straight to my affiliation question. Is your affiliation alien?
I'm going to play counterintelligence measures. So I will answer the question, and then you will answer the question, my friend. So my affiliation is not alien.
Okay.
I have 0 conspiracy points now, by the way. And is your affiliation alien?
Same thing, right? Is my affiliation alien?
Yep, same question.
It is not.
Okay. Okay.
All right, moving to debriefing. I am going to discard 1. That's the video trap, of course.
Yep. And I'm down to 3 cards, so no discard here.
Very good. I will turn to you.
Getting low. All right, I will draw my card for the turn. resource points. I'm going to get just one from Blevins this time, so it'll be a total of 7. Now, where did we ultimately land with Krychek and Blevins? Is it you have to contribute everything to your conspiracy pool? Is it you can contribute only their points to your conspiracy pool? How does that work?
I'm bringing in the judges.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, you've been listening, I assume?
Indeed.
Yeah.
And quite a game it's been thus far. Whew, there's lots of process afterwards. So Nathan, your question is regarding treating Krychek and Blevins as conspiracy, or the res as conspiracy points.
Right.
Are you saying you want to use the entire, like, because Krychek has two res, so you're asking, do you want to contribute all of it to conspiracy or just half of it?
Yeah.
I think you can split it if you want. If you can play one for the conspiracy pool and one for the resource pool.
Well, okay, so that's good to know. What I was going to do is split and do Krychek's 2 and Blevins 1 and put those all in the conspiracy pool.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that.
I just wanted to make sure that it's not like you can take Hostein's 1 and put his in the conspiracy. It's limited to those 2 guys, right?
Correct.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But Guillaume, you're saying if I wanted to, I could also split it between 1 and 1 for Krychek, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, sounds good. So yeah, what I'll do then is put Blevins and Krychek's into my conspiracy pool. So that'll give me 3 there. And I'm going to generate 4 total into my resource pool to put me at 8.
All right, we're good to go. Judges,
Yeah.
we'll see you next time.
Thank you. And am I going to buy cards? Yes, I'm going to buy 3 and go down to 5 resource points. Okay. All right, it's all you, David.
Nothing to sell or buy, so back to you.
Okay. So I have no healing or requisition during my deployment phase. I'm gonna scoot Blevins back to the bureau, leave Krychek and Hostein in the field, and then case assignment. I'm gonna play Cumberland Prison, Virginia for 2. It's a subterfuge 4+ and affiliation site. And I'll go down to 3 resource points.
I have a 1 bluff, sir.
One bluff for me. I don't remember what that is if I've seen it. So let's just go for it. Yeah. Krychek and Hostein both going there.
Okay, it's Detective Miles.
Okay.
Pay 1 conspiracy point to move up to 2 res points from your opponent's res pool to your conspiracy pool immediately. It would cost 1, but I played it upside down, so it's cost 0, and I'm going to pay 1 conspiracy to take 2 of your res points.
Okay.
And I will add
I don't suppose that in response I can play an event, can I?
I believe you can.
Okay. because I would like to play a friend in the FBI before you steal my points.
Okay, refresh my memory. What does that, is that going to negate my guy?
No, it's not going to negate it. I'm just trying to spend res before you steal it. So this just this is the one you put 10 tokens on, and then it adds 2 to your res each turn.
Oh, our judges are giving us the high sign here. Steven?
Oh, I was just I was just all right. So what is friend in the FBI cost?
It costs 2. I have 3 res at the moment.
Okay. So if we, since David played the bluff, and so that's gonna see the thing.
Wouldn't I get my action before he
I would
does
say
that?
because
action?
David played it first. So I don't think playing the friend in the FBI wouldn't undo the previously played card, and it had already been flipped. If you'd played friend of the FBI before that bluff had been flipped over, that'd be fine. But I think since David already flipped it up, it thus is activated, and thus that effect would need to be resolved first.
Okay, so I can't play this then. That's what you're saying.
If cost is going to prevent you from playing it, then yeah. I mean, otherwise
Gotcha.
you could still play it if you had the RP
Okay.
remaining to do so.
Okay, so I go down to 1 then and cannot play that.
Okay, and I already did my res points, so I'm at 3. That's where I need to be because of the bluff.
Sounds good.
All right, thank you, gentlemen.
So yeah. We get so it's subterfuge 4. I have 6 there at the moment. And affiliation question.
I feel pretty good about this. I'm going to play it, and I may be off. Computer access denied.
Yeah, so what do I need for that? Computer skill, I'm guessing.
Yeah, force an opponent team to make a computer 4+ skill check, or they will be unable to complete the skill.
Yep, that'll work.
Okay, that cost me 2.
And my turn is Dunzo. I have 6 cards in me.
I only have 3, so no discards on my part.
Okay.
I'll get started.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll draw for turn. Okay. And refresh my memory, the sinus cavity implant takes away 1 or takes away all of my res?
Decreases that agent's res value by 1.
Okay, so I still get
And-
1 free card from Mulder then.
So you still get 1 free from Mulder, and the sinus cavity is negated if you play a healing card on the agent. So yeah.
Okay, so I'll generate my res from my others. 1, 2, 3. I'll add 3 there. And I am going to take Mulder's 1 free card, and I'm going to buy 1 after that. So 2 cards total.
Okay. And no card purchases, discarding anything from me.
I'm sorry, no
Nothing for me.
seller buy. Okay. I have I am going to play First Aid to heal Mulder's sinus cavity implant.
Is that a combat card?
It is now not the right time for that. Steven's nodding his head. No, you can't do that, buddy.
I thought combat cards could you had to be in combat to use them.
I don't know. Well, then you know what my discard is going to be at the end of this turn.
Well,
all right. So I'll skip healing, I'll skip requisition, and go right to deployment. All my agents are in the field. That's where they're going to stay. Uh, and then site is going to be this is a mouthful. Alistair Crowley High School in Milford Haven, New Hampshire. I'm going to use one of Mulder's tokens to pay for that site. That is Occult Investigation 5 or Observation 5. And I may ask an affiliation or result question.
Affiliation or result question. And what
Correct.
what were the two skills?
Occult Investigation or Observation 5 or more.
And can you, I'm sorry, this is a cockamamie way to do this, but can you tell me what those skills are on your agents?
Oh, sure. No. Yeah, of course. Observation. So starting on my left with Mulder, observation is 2.
Okay.
Phoebe Green, observation is 3. Agent Willis, no observation there. And Weiss is observation 2.
Okay. And I forget what the other one was, but I'm guessing you're not going to be using it then.
I'm going with observation as the skill, correct?
Okay. Don't believe. Give me 1 second. I'm just taking a look at the other skills. On Weiss and Willis. Yeah, I don't have anything for bluffs at that site. So
All right.
assign your agents and let's roll.
I'm assigning all 4, all in, as I like to say.
All in. Okay. And now I am going to deny you computer access.
I figured that was coming. Yeah. Or something similar. That dang internet.
Newfangled, it'll never catch on, I think.
Yeah, it's just a fad for the kids.
My mom honestly believed that when I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah. I'm like, well, I don't know, Mom. I'm playing StarCraft on until 5 a.m. every night. I think it's going to stick around, you know?
As was everyone else. Yeah.
Right.
All right. That took care of my site. Right to debriefing. I'm just going to discard first aid, as you probably imagined.
Okay. And I have 5 in hand.
All right. Then I will yield to you for your turn.
All right. I will draw my card for the turn. We're going to create some res points. And I think I'm going to. Let's see. How do I want to do this? I'm going to direct 3. I'm going to direct I'm going to direct 3 into my conspiracy pool. I'm going to split Blevins 1 and 1. So we'll go up to 4 in my conspiracy pool. And then I'll get his 1, Skinner's 3, Hosting's 1 for a total of 5. And that'll put me at 6 in my resource pool. Before I forget, before I draw cards, I'm gonna pay my 2 and play friend in the FBI now. We'll get 10 tokens on that in a minute. And I think I will pay 2, go down to 2 res to draw 2 cards.
Okay.
2. All you.
All right, nothing to sell or buy. So back to you.
Okay. I'll get tokens on that during your turn, so we can move things along here. So I have no healing, requisition, nothing there. Let's see, deployment. We're going to leave everyone right where they are. And I will cash out my remaining 2 resource points to play Skyland Mountain, which is a subterfuge 4 and method question.
No bluffs.
All right. Then we will send Hosting and Krychek to scope it out. So they currently total subterfuge 6.
I have nothing to block you.
All right. So this is a method question. Let's see. I think we want to do, is your method violence?
It is not.
Oh, wow. Bad guessing. Okay. That goes away. I'm sitting at 6 cards. And it's all you.
All right, no discard here. So unless you've got something else, I'll start my turn.
Go ahead.
All right, draw for turn. I'll draw Mulder's 1 for his game effect, and I'll pay for 1. So I'll draw 2 cards.
I have no discards or card buys.
Okay, so we'll go right to the healing phase. I don't have any healing or requisition. At deployment, all of my agents are in the field. That's where they're going to stay. Sight card. I will use Mulder's token to pay for Icy Cape, Alaska. That is an evidence collection 4+ and a result question.
All right. Is that your only site?
Correct.
Okay. No bluffs.
No bluffs.
No bluffs.
Yeah, another one where I'm going to go all 4.
And another one where I'm going to pay 2, go down to 2, and play computer access denied.
There's no computers at Icy Cape, Alaska.
then that makes it an especially puzzling event, doesn't it?
A true X-File. All right, well, that takes care of that. I'm going to go to debriefing, and during the debriefing phase, I'm going to keep a keen eye on our judges here to make sure I'm in compliance. I'm going to play hard evidence. Costs me 2, but add 5 tokens to your your res pool. So I'll pay 2 and then gain 5.
Sounds good.
All right, and I have no discard.
All right. I will, and I have no resource points, so I'll draw my one for the turn, and I think we're gonna shovel some resource points in here. First, I'll get my 2 from friend in the FBI. So there'll be 8 tokens left on there. I think we're going to put Blevins and Krychek's 4 into conspiracy to go up to 6 in conspiracy, and then add my 4 from Skinner and Hosteen to my resource pool and go up to 6 there. There it is. And I think I'll pay 2 to draw 2. And then it will be your go.
All right. I'm just going to sell 1, the Kalasari, for 2 conspiracy. And no buys, so back to you.
Okay. Let's see what we're looking at here. Is your resource pool 6 or 9?
6.
Okay. So I'm going to.
Oh, I would correct myself. It is 9.
Okay, so I'm going to pay 2 and go down to 2 to play. Yeah, I'm fast forwarding through healing, requisition, and deployment, just so everyone knows. To play Lake Okaboji, which is an alien investigation and motive site. Still in case assignment, I'm going to pay my other 2 to play a grid pattern search. I'm going to get back unexpected call and play that. Bump up to 9.
And I'd just go down the zip, right?
And you get 0. And you get to do bluffs.
No bluffs.
All right, so I will send Hosteen and Krychek, who have a total alien investigation of 5.
I have nothing to stand in your way.
Okay, so this is a motive question. And is your motive ideology?
It is not.
Okay, that goes away. And I have 6 cards. To end the turn.
I have 4, no discard.
Right. You're
All
up.
right. I will start my turn, draw for turn here. Generates res, get 3. And I will draw just 1 for Mulder. I'm not purchasing any. And turn to you for selling and buying.
I'm going to discard expedite request for resources, add 1, and then use it to draw a card. That'll be it.
All right.
All good.
No healing or requisition, so I'll go right to deployment. All of my agents will stay in the field. Case assignment is beautiful downtown Franklin, Pennsylvania.
Beautiful.
That is said no one ever, right? That is criminal investigation 4+ and asks a method question.
And I'm guessing you've got plenty of criminal investigation there, huh?
A safe guess, yeah. Oh, and I'll pay 2 for the site.
Okay. How overwhelmingly are you looking here in the criminal investigation?
Whenever you ask that, I feel like I'm being led down a garden path here to conspiracy, but
The awkwardness of playing over the internet right here.
yeah, and I feel like I'm hanging myself with this. But criminal investigation, starting on my left, Mulder is 2, Phoebe Green is 3, Jack Willis is 2, and Agent Weiss is 1.
Okay. Good to go. No bluffs here.
Okay. Let's do it, baby. All of them.
Yeah.
Anything to play?
And that's method, you said?
Correct.
And I have nothing to play, so go ahead.
All right. Is your method violence?
It is not.
I have nothing else to play and no cards to discard, so I'll turn back to you.
All right. Draw my 1 for the turn. Given my now hefty resource pool, thank you, David. I'm going to direct Krychek and Blevins 4 into my conspiracy pool and go up to 10 there. I'll take the 2 tokens off friend in the FBI. Oops, dropped 1. Go up to 11 resource, and then plus the 4 that hosting and Skinner add, we're going to go up to 15 resource.
Help me with my maths. Where are you at with resource right now?
It's 15.
I'm sorry?
15.
Oh, I thought you said 50. I'm like, what?
Oh, no.
Let's rewind
No.
the tape here. I
Yeah.
need to see that.
Clearly cheating at that point. No, 15. 1-5.
Gotcha.
So,
Gotcha.
and I think I'm going to draw. Let's see. I'll draw 3 cards out of that to put me at 12. Two, three. And it's your go.
I have nothing to sell or buy. So back to you.
Okay. So let's see. I'll play pay 2 to go down to 10 resource and play Coastal Northwest Oregon, Alien Investigation 4, and Affiliation Question. And that will be my only site.
Okay, I'm going to play 1 bluff. And Nathan, if I could ask, how many cards do you have in your hand?
Yeah, I have 1, 2, 3. I have 9 right now.
Okay.
So
I have an event card I'd like to play. Is now the right time for that?
well, I have an event card I'd like to play too. So who who gets to do this first? I don't know.
Well, I played my bluff, so it's kind of back to you. So I'll let you do yours.
Okay, so I'm going to Langley the bluff.
Langley, my bluff.
Yep.
Okay.
And go down to 8 to do that. And now you can event me up.
I feel like your hand is pretty large, so I'm going to go with War of the Coprophrages, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Play this
Sure.
card to cause your opponent to discard all witnesses from his hand.
Okay. And I actually have no witnesses.
I need to play that one with hosting.
Yeah, I've got the site, Miller's Grove. I have 2 events.
Well, I don't think you have to show me.
Oh, I don't. Is that right, judges? He doesn't get to
No,
see?
he doesn't have to show me.
Whoops.
So what were those cards again? Write back to me real quick.
never mind. Let the man stay behind the curtain. Okay. So yeah, let me just double check. I have no witnesses. So yeah, Hosting and Krychek are at Coastal Northwest Oregon.
I got nothing.
And it's going to be, is your affiliation government?
It is.
It is. Okay. I think I will take a guess here.
Okay.
Is your X file? Remind me of the rules for the penalty question. Is this you get to ask me the same? You get to ask me an affiliation question if I fail this.
That is correct. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's do it. Is your X
Oh,
file?
before you do that, Stephen is holding up a finger here. I need to.
Okay.
And it's the pointer finger, not the.
Yeah.
It's
the good
he
one.
can either ask an affiliation question or take a crack at the X-Files identity. David's choice.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Very good.
This is tense.
Very-
So actually just keep us all in here, reaction shot depending on how this goes.
Okay.
Okay. Well, as I hopefully I've been doing this right. It looks like I have a 1 in 3 chance of getting this. So I'll ask: is your X file Ed Funch?
Yeah, it's Ed.
Wow.
Nice. Mine was
We'll let David take a guess just for the. I was going to say, let him take a guess. Just
I don't
for
know if you saw it. You want to guess it?
I didn't see it. It was lightning quick, but yeah.
I thought I saw the picture, and that's how I know most of these. But
Oh, okay.
I want to say it's the Alien DNA steroid program.
No, it wasn't
Oh.
that one. I don't think it was that one.
No, it is Howard Graves.
Yeah, I was like, I caught a flash, but it's like that is generally a bright image. So it was a dark image that was coming up. Wow, gentlemen, that was a heck of a game. And Nathan, I gotta commend you for a hastily assembled deck. That one packed a whopper.
Yeah, it worked out pretty well.
I mean, and also David, I
can't
gotta
argue with the
like,
results.
burning him on that Leonard card at the beginning. that was fun to watch. I mean, you had Leonard a lot of times, and you've played him. I feel like I've negated him or found ways to knock him out, but it's fun to see like what cards wind up getting thrown by the wayside as a result of that card. And Nathan had some good ones in there,
Yeah.
including the one that came back later on. And
I know.
really burned you.
I think the turning point was the unexpected call, to be honest.
When I saw that go to your discard pile, I was like, yes.
Well, I think the other turning point was so many computer access denied cards were getting thrown out there. It's like most other games you see in tournaments, you see Deep Throat getting thrown out as many times as computer access denied got thrown out this time round.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a good card. It's cheap. I mean, that's why, and most teams don't have computer in abundance. That's why we use it.
Yeah. I used to throw Charles Burke in my teams, even though he had no other purpose, just to counter that
just
card.
to protect you from that one card.
Yeah, because it is so frustrating, and I felt bad playing two of them in a row, David.
I don't. I mean, because that's happened in my games that I've played. It comes up, and I was like, I mean, that's all I got. If it's all I got is my recourse to get out of this round, I'm playing it.
I think that's the first time I've ever actually successfully executed the counterintelligence measures.
Yes.
Which is a phenomenal card. I love that card. I love that episode. So, like, it's very, very thematic. I like that.
Dang. Yeah, it's in my deck, but I only have one in there, and it just doesn't come up. Or when it does, it's like late in the game, and like I already know the affiliate or the question I'd be asking as a result.
Right.
So, whatever. But no, it's a great card. It's It's a little pricey, but it looked like you really weren't aching for conspiracy points or resource points in this game, for the most part.
Yeah. Well, I was spending down pretty quickly, but then the unexpected call just opened things up.
Oh, you had the bounty hunter coming up too, it looked like.
Yeah, I was hoping I'd get a chance to play him, but
oh, well, I was like, I don't know if that's a blessing for David that you ended it before that. Because oh man.
Yeah, I don't need another slaughter like that.
I had the bounty hunter and the Manitou, and I was just like waiting for a motive sight.
Yeah. Both motive. Oh geez. Those are some heavy hitters there. But yeah, as much as I would have liked to see them, I was like, oh, this is brutal. Yeah, you were just taken apart when you emptied out his pool. I was like, oh geez, it's gonna be with the sinus cavity thrown in. It's gonna be hard to build up a playable pool. But David, you still put in a good game. If I remember, you got 2-3 questions in that course of that game, so it's not a bad go at it.
We still find the vulnerability is when I'm the conspiracy player. And I've been working on that. I've been putting cards in that I think will help. You can kind of see an anti-Steven theme in here with trying to get rid of witnesses.
I gave him a little hint earlier today, Guillaume, because I know you kind of doing the same thing. If you really want to go after Kevin, you can also use the Pete Calcagni bluff as well. That negates a witness resource. So, and I believe it's cheaper too, than Assassinated. So I'm just saying, if you guys really want to put a target on Kevin's, back,
Yeah, I think you can also play. You've got a tail also. Can't it negate? Can't it negate a resource card?
It does, but it's an event resource, not a witness resource.
Oh, all right.
So unless you change Kevin's keyword to an event, then
Oh.
it ain't gonna work that way.
That'd be pretty expensive.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, event resource. Yeah.
yeah, you need the cigarette smoking man strikes is like really, yeah. But then again, there are a lot of event resource cards that, like for instance, Video Trap. That's a common one that we've seen in our
Yeah.
gameplay.
FBI.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Rejuvenating caves, and yeah. So, the You've Got a Tail certainly does have a place because resource cards are. Those are primo cards in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the Video Trap, I never used to include in decks, but I've seen you guys using it, and it seems to work really well.
If it comes out early enough, it does.
Right.
But yeah, that's why I have 2 in my deck just to make to better the chances that it's gonna come up. And I just as I've been trying to find copies of One Breath, which allows you to draw an event card. I don't think if I'm double check, you can draw any event card. It doesn't have to be an RP card, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I was going to include that in my deck, so then that way I can just better the chances that I can get that event card to come up early in the game. So then yeah, and that's also why I was trying to get Skinner Chooses a Side as well, so I can negate some events while we're talking events, because that's part of what that card effect does is I can negate 2 events. So that's a pretty good card to have on hand.
And Nathan, that's a pretty impressive team. You have 8 res. I think that's the most res we've seen from a team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 8. Yeah, I don't think I've seen anything above that. Yeah, I think it'd be pretty hard to top that. So bravo on that. I mean, it's like you can divvy up the conspiracy points with Krychek and Blevins and still have enough from Skinner, as long as you keep him in the bureau. So yeah, that is a team that pays dividends. So bravo on that.
I had Captive Hybrid to kind of take 2 away from that, but I never had enough conspiracy points to play it.
Yeah, that is a good one too. I like that card.
David, at one point when you were the conspiracy player, you had, I think, 1 CP, but you did not sell anything. So I was curious what was in your hand at the time.
I was like, actually, that happened like twice, I think.
Did you only have CP cards?
Or RP cards to sell, you mean?
Oh, or did you not have any RP cards to sell? Yeah.
I had, at the time, I only had 1 site each time, and I wanted to keep that. I had Langley. I definitely wanted to keep that.
Yeah, it's a tough call because you're kind of like short. Yeah, you kind of have to weigh the short game in mind. Is like, okay, I'm going into the conspiracy round. Unless Nathan didn't pull a site, then he might have a clear path. So it's a question of losing that Langley or that site. To have a chance at, thwarting Nathan. But yeah, I know it's a balancing act for sure.
Well, looking back, I could have sold a site and then used one of my tokens from Willis or Weiss to get a site out of my bureau deck. So that's something I should have thought of at the time. So I could sacrifice a site for some CP and still be able to have a site for my next turn.
Another along that same lines, I just wanted to throw out, David, when you discarded the was it first aid or run? I was gonna say run for first aid. You discarded that, right?
First aid, the combat card.
Yeah, and that's one that did you have 8 cards in your hand at that point, or so you had to discard something, or?
No, I didn't see adversaries being a problem.
See, the thing is, since that's an RP card, it would have been beneficial to just wait till you switch turns and you're the conspiracy player and then just sell that. I believe you would have got 1 or 2 out of that, but nevertheless, it's like, as a rule, I mean, if you can avoid discard, like if you're the investigating player, you go to debriefing, as a rule, try to avoid
first aid is 0.
Oh, it's 0. Oh, okay. I forgot. Sorry.
So
I take back. Yeah, forget what I was saying. It's like I thought at least cost 1. I forgot that. Never mind. Because I was saying you never want to discard resource cards when you're about to go into the conspiracy as the conspiracy player, because you just sell them at that point, get some point. Never mind. Sorry, I take it back. I forgot that was a 0 cost card.
Yeah, at that point, I felt like it probably wasn't going to help me.
Yeah, if it was taking up space, yeah, sure.
Oh,
Nathan,
you're muted.
Yeah, he turned off his table. That's why.
Oh, I did that.
Okay, there we go. You can hear me now, right?
There he is.
Yeah.
But I can't hear any of you. There we go. Anyway, I was going to say, I did have adversaries. I couldn't play them. Frustrating.
Yeah, they were coming. Whew. Yeah, they were some heavy ones too. Ones you don't normally see, but yeah. So this was a game that I like that we saw a lot of cards that we have not encountered in our previous games, gentlemen. So it was quite a pleasure. This was a viewing pleasure game, for sure. Seeing some of these not often seen cards.
And you know what the best part was? We kept it under an hour.
Yeah.
Favorite kind of X-Files game.
That's true. And I don't know, David, is this one you're planning on editing? If that's the case, you're going to get this. You could probably get this down to a half hour with some good editing.
This be like a 5-minute watch,
No, it was a 5-round game, so that's definitely going to be like you're probably looking at a half hour minimum, unless you just decide to cut out every instance in which you get a question asked or something.
Well, if I was gonna, even if I wasn't gonna post it, it would be a good one to practice, just because it's so short. I won't be trying to piece together an hour and a half worth of content.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'll go quick then. Yeah.
And speaking of editing, Steven, again, you've done a really amazing job with the video.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yes. Yeah, I'm only about 4 minutes into editing the one that we just did. It's very time consuming, especially like making all those cards appear.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's worth it. So when I say it might take a few days, it could. Yeah, we could be looking at even a little longer, maybe middle of the week, and that's also factoring in the painful upload time. It took days. Been having some Wi-Fi issues here, so it was just taking days to upload. Sorry, what were you saying?
Oh, I was going to say, yeah, you got to plan for that. And yeah,
you had a good idea about doing uploading while I was at work. I'm going to do that. But the thing is, I was uploading it on my phone, and it was really problematic because I was like, I need to use my phone, so I'm taking it back and forth with me to work during my lunch hours, so I'm losing that connection, And so actually, I'm just gonna start doing all the editing on my iPad, so then that way I can just leave it in one place, let the upload do its thing, and I'm not needing it wherever I go. But yeah, no, good call on that. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but I've heard that it's pretty elaborate, so I'm excited to check it out.
It's well paced in the sense I cut out all the dead air, so all the time thinking, what am I going to buy and sell, so that's all gone, and so that makes it just feel like it's just flying by, and you got tons of graphics flying at you. You got the cards as the player is reading the cards out loud, so the people can see. I've got graphics in the corner that show you who's the conspiracy player, who's the investigating player, and of course I got music and stuff going on in the background, and I insert clips from the show, and so it's fun.
Did you do that all in like YouTube Studio or?
No, I did none of that in YouTube Studio. Just the editing the description. That's all I did in YouTube Studio. I have 2 apps that I use for that. One is called LumaFusion. There's a one-time download payment on that one. I forget what it was because it was a couple of years ago that I downloaded it, but it's just a one-time. It's not a yearly subscription or anything. And then the second one is Video Leap, which is where I get most of the funny graphics that you see flying up in there, just like the like the Men in Black drinking the tea, if you remember that. For those of you who watched it, yeah, all tea, all shade. So yeah, it is time consuming, no doubt about it. But I'm glad you guys liked it. So I feel like the end result was worth it.
Oh, definitely. You got a ton of
Yeah.
views already too.
Oh, do I?
think
Oh, you know what? That might have been. I don't know if that was me or not. Not me. I was
Oh, are
rewatching.
you cheating? Are you padding your own view rate?
He's paying somebody to.
Actually, it can't be monetized at all because I got 2 copyright claims for 2 of the non-X-File music pieces that were in there. So it's like,
Oh, interesting.
yeah, so it can't be monetized in any sense. It was no, I was going back while I was trying to edit Guillaume's, and I was looking at the positions of the graphics and stuff, like how close to the corners did I have the investigating player, conspiracy player graph, things like that, or the sizing on the cards as they're flying up in the positions. It was just mostly to try to be consistent across as I go from one video to the next. So I just had that one up while I was simultaneously working on the next one. No, but no, I picked up 7 subscribers, but hey, that's cool. I only had 0 up until this point, so we can say that's probably safely in the Facebook group.
I'm a fan.
Thank you, sir. But, yeah,
Not bad for a 25-year-old game.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, no, it's good. It's like it's an added element that I think that will just make maybe draw people who want to play the game more in the Facebook group, because it'd be nice if we we had some other players joining us once in a while, so see what other people's strategies and agent team combinations are. So yeah. But yeah, David, so you do the same. I really want to see what you do with it, because I've seen your Robin Mosley video that you did. So those are some really good graphics you included in there. So I know you got ideas.
I was going to take one and just experiment, and I'll make sure everyone is okay with me using them in the video. But I was going to try to make almost like a parody of World Series of Poker, and try to have some fun with that. Have like an ESPN style thing.
So we're all gonna have to wear sunglasses for this, right?
Sunglasses. Throw your cards on the table and get up and walk around the table and stuff.
Like really bright, like shiny shirts as well. So,
yeah, or just all Red Bull.
There you go. Yeah, sipping Red Bull. Oh yeah. No, yeah. If you want, yeah. Or if we don't have that, I'm sure you can just I could just do a graphic and just put some graphically insert sunglasses.
Those cool shades.
Yeah.
Cool shades on.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I forgot my sunglasses. You guys just put one on me.
Well, at some point this week, I think I'll go through the arduous task of resorting all of my cards. God help me.
The ones that survived, huh?
Well, none got destroyed. Actually, none got destroyed. It was just in the process of saving them.
Mm-hmm.
They went everywhere. I had to take them out of the box, and just like it had to happen quick, right? So I was just like, throw them wherever. I'll deal with it later, And so now I got to get them all. Before I had them sorted by set, and then it was a card number, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, if I have 4 copies, I have 4 copies right here, and blah blah blah. So it's just like resorting everything, and that you guys know that takes forever to sort through stuff.
Yeah,
it's really annoying. What was that?
I said the more cards you have, the longer it's going to take. Yeah.
So.
And I'm doing a little bit. I'm just starting to make a second deck, which is also why I've been, online shopping for some more cards, because I don't want to take away cards out of my current deck that you guys have seen.
Right.
But I want to have another deck ready to go for when we start doing like play testing, and so I'm going to have to make a new agent team and stuff like that. But I want to use a lot of the same cards that I'm using in this other deck, and things like I wouldn't want to play a game without.
Yeah. I thought I was being safe because I had a lot of excess cards that so what I did is create like these starter packs for the X-Files CCG, because I figured like nobody, anybody who wants to jump in and play the game, they've got no like starting point, right? So I included one of the Truth Banded decks, and then a small stack of rares, and then like just a bunch of sites and whatever. And I put these on eBay, like in 2018 or 19 or something like that. And like people bought. I think I put together like 10 of them, and they were gone within a couple weeks. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I thought I was being safe by having 3 copies of every Premier card, 3 copies of every Truth card, and then 4 copies of the expansion. Because there was so much duplication in the first 2, it kind of gave me like 6 of the copies of each. And I find myself short now on copies of stuff that I want to use. And I'm like, man, I should crack some of those. I have 2 boxes of Premier and 2 boxes of Truth in the basement. Plus
2 boxes of starting each or
booster packs for both of them. Unopened. And I'm like, I really kind of want to crack them.
I kind of want
Oh, you
to.
should.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know. But
When you do crack them, let's do a video. Let's stream. Let's watch you unpack all of them. I'd love to just what's in there. Those ultra rares. There's gonna be a couple in there.
I know. It's a smorgasbord of stuff, and I don't have honestly, I'm still missing, I think, 2 or 3 of the truth rares or ultra rares that were only in the Truth set. That I never got. So I still need a couple to finish. But then I think like your odds of actually pulling one of the ones I need out of the box are so slim. Don't open it just for this it's like the gambler's fallacy kind of thing, right?
Let me ask you, which two are the one you're really after?
Yeah, I would need to look at my spreadsheet.
Okay.
I have it here. Let me pull it up.
I have it right here.
Yeah. You need a few. You need a few, don't you, Stephen?
Yeah, I'm looking. I have one of everything, but for the Truth ultra rares, I have in some cases I only have 1 copy, One Breath being an instance, and Mrs. Mulder being another instance. But I just ordered 2 from Mike Mackey from eBay, so those are on their way. So not too many now. I think maybe another Too Close to the Truth is, I wouldn't mind getting another one of those. And yeah, I mean, another Nurse Owens is what I'm looking for.
Okay, so I do not have a Spirit of the Amaru or a Too Close to the Truth.
You have 0?
I have 0 of those 2.
Let me check on Spirit.
I'm also
Spirit of the Amaru. What is that? A event?
Adversary.
Yeah.
Oh, it's adversary.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Right. I'm sorry. I was confusing it with the Amaru Urn event. I actually only have 1 of that too, and that's in my master set.
Yeah.
It's an expensive one though. Wait, no, it's not expensive. It doesn't even have a cost, does it?
It's at 6.
Oh, it is 6. I was thinking of one that has an X or something.
Actually, I'm showing. Oh yeah. Amaru Urn is different.
Yeah, I keep thinking I'm confusing the effects of those 2 cards because it's the same thing basically.
I was gonna say I'm also showing I don't have a Nurse Owens, but I think I do.
Yeah, the master set, one in the mail now. So.
No, I do not have a Nurse Owens either.
So if you check out Mike Mackey's eBay page, you can he has them all listed. But when you buy, you put a quantity, and then you include in the seller's or buyer's message which ones you want him to send you.
Okay.
So that's what I just say. I send me Mrs. Mulder, send me One Breath. I just ordered the 2, And yeah, he threw in the blank card. I was like, I already got one of those, but I'll take it. It's a little piece of X-Files CCG history. Wouldn't mind a second copy.
Yeah, for sure.
It can work as a true bluff if I ever wanted to put it in the set.
That's true.
Yeah, nah, I wouldn't do that. It's a waste of. I already got a enough deck, but it'd be fun though, just to see it come up there. True bluff. Yeah, you're right. Those truths that's out there, ultra rares. Yeah, I really regret not buying duplicates back in 2009 when I had the chance when they were
Dirt cheap.
a quarter of what they cost now. Unfortunately, I didn't think because I was like Dax, I was just collecting. So I was like, I just need one. I ordered one No One's So Paranoid, one Mrs. Mulder, one Nurse Owens, one of everything. And then now, 2021, 2022, I'm like, oh gosh, I wish I had 4 of these cards now. But,
Oh, so he has these up. They're only $8 each. Is that right?
yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
So you can. It's not bad compared to where you're finding them everywhere else, like Category 1 games, which cost like $30 if they have it in stock. Mike Mackey's got them $7 per card, plus shipping. But yeah, I say
seems worth it to finish the set.
It does, yeah. And if you, I think and I didn't check, but I think if you buy, multiple ones in that one order, I think he's only going to charge you the shipping for just the one shipping one of them, I believe.
Well, I would hope so.
I would hope so too. I mean, the shipping's a little pricey, but if you're buying multiple cards, just do it all at once, and then you don't have to worry about it, later on.
Right.
Yeah, I'd say that's your best bet if you want to try to get those Truth Is Out There cards, or maybe wait till you open do the unboxing first and see which ones you get.
Yeah. I'd rather just leave them sealed though. So if I can just So if I can just buy the cards from Mike, I'll probably just do that.
Yeah, they're all there. As far as Truth Is Out There goes.
I still have some loose packs and stuff I can open on the stream. So
that's fun.
whatever.
Yeah. And we can, if you're only going to open a couple, we can just save it for like the end, like a post game, fun.
Or use them as prizes for something or whatever.
Yes. Maybe do another little mini tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah. Been thinking about doing that too. For, if we get more viewers, if I get more viewers who want to play a game against me for the channel, I was like, maybe we'll do a prize, something. But yeah. That's an idea too. Thinking in long.
Speaking of rare and ultra rare, I was thinking, Steven, did you ever think about what cards in the season 4 set would be rare or ultra rare?
No, I did make there is a promo card of John Doggett because it is the Doggett birthday. So that I did make that a promo card, as you probably saw from the spreadsheet. I did not really give a whole lot of thought to that, but now that you're mentioning it, kind of just for fun. Obviously, this is never going to be released in like booster pack form. If anything, when we're all done play testing and we've made all the revisions, I'll be like, Dax, if you're cool with it, if people want to request a set, I mean, it's just whatever he's willing to do. I mean, I'm not in it to make any bank. I just want to see people request them from him to know that they're going to be playing with those cards.
Mm-hmm.
So, I know it's a lot of cards, so I don't know if, it's up to him how he wants to take those orders because it is so many cards.
I mean, I've told you guys my plan is just sticker over existing cards and do it that way. I have so many commons from Mulder's birthday that it's like, just give him the real back and whatever. You put them in a sleeve, of course, but can't tell the difference.
If you want to do that for any of the truth cards, just to be able to play them in a game, go for it. I don't object. Do you guys?
That's a good point.
Do you guys feel different? I mean, David, Guillaume, I don't have a strong feelings about it. If he wants to put sticker 2 deep throats and put it, I was like, who am I to say?
What do you know? I think. Go ahead, David.
Oh, I was going to say, when I was at Pokemon, there was a particular a particular set that got released, and it had all kinds of like ultra rares and other like super powerful cards. I don't remember what they were, but this one guy's like, "Hey, you want to play a game at lunch?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, right." So we sit down, and suddenly, all of his cards are sleeved. That so were mine, and he starts throwing down these cards where he had a card in the sleeve, but in the front he had just a piece of paper, and he just wrote down Charizard, power 300, life points. I'm like, what? I think I actually used a curse word at the Pokemon headquarters. Like, what the fuck is that? And he's like, well, this is a proxy card. I'm like, what? And he plays another one. And I mean, it's like this ultra rare card that's like super powerful. I'm like, you can't do that. It's like, why not? I'm like, what are you doing? I could make a deck out of just paper like this, and it could be all the ultra rares and all the most powerful ones. Yeah, you could do that. I'm like, I'm not playing with you anymore, man. This is nuts.
We're doing that. It's called playtesting.
That's different. We weren't playtesting.
Okay. Well, let's say like if we were doing a tournament, I would. Okay, maybe not in that case, but I mean, we're just doing these one-shot games just for fun. But I see your point now. I see your point. Would you feel differently if like say Nathan printed the image of the complete image of the card and then stickered it over? I mean, does that make you feel it? Or
I think we would not even be able to tell the difference on the computer. It would not look any different from the real card. If you just printed the
printing,
yeah, if you
and
just printed the image, yeah. If there is a sleeve, if there is a glare on the camera, you can't see if it's a printout or if it's a real card. So
well, rest assured, I like having the real cards.
Yeah.
So I'm probably not going to do that with stuff that exists now. With our stuff, different story. But
playtesting being the one exception. If you want to like, okay, I'm going to have Deep Throat in my playtest deck. I mean, whatever.
Yeah, who cares at that point?
Well, and Stephen, you designed your deck to work well with the previous releases, so I would expect there would be other cards from previous
and there will be.
releases.
As I was saying, I'm just building that now because there's going to be those staples that I really want to have. I mean, I want to have a Kevin Morris, assuming I'm going to keep going Alien Investigation, but there's going to be at least one resource. I know they hate Kevin, I know, but yeah, I want to have those staples in there, like in it, the ones that like Rex is denied. I mean, be pretty hard to not include that card in any deck, including
This card is for Kevin Morris.
Yeah,
I'm coming for you, Kevin Morris.
Like I said, I'm gonna just have to put 2 in there, or just double up my grid pattern searches and get him back somehow.
I did definitely detect a anti-witness theme to David's deck.
It's more anti-Kevin mostly, which is interesting because I've used Kristen Kalar, frequently. But it's that pays off more because most of my cards are Alien Investigation.
I just like talking trash and having fun with Kevin Morris.
Yeah. He's a little kid, David. Come on.
Means it's easy to beat the crap out of him.
That's true.
If I ever see the actor in real life, he's
oh, he's growing up now. Yeah. No, he's a great resource. He's a great resource card. I mean, witnesses catch flack, but he's an exception.
I can understand why they didn't want to reprint him.
Yeah.
He's pretty bonkers.
Yeah, but I mean, David, I don't see why you don't have one of those witnesses in there. As you can see, they do pay well.
They certainly are worth their weight.
And if you throw cards in like Street Contacts, which I know you have, you have one at least, because I feel like
I have at least one. I don't remember how many, but
so you put a couple of those in there, and then you have your good chances of being able to pull that card out early in the game and being able to really reap the benefits of having that card in play. And also limiting your deck, and I know, talking to me, the guy who has the tallest deck here, it is limited in a lot of ways, in that a lot of the cards in my deck are limited to just alien investigation and bureaucracy. So then that way, it does really benefit, to have like a resource like Kevin, out early, because those cards are coming up a lot of times, But then again, as you have your mind wipe serum, which I have to be a little more mindful of now.
My
And
favorite
the
thing
one
is
time you
just
got to play
manners.
it, yeah.
What are the odds? I mean, seriously, like the few occult cards and whatnot that I had came up at that one point. I was like, wow, fortune. Yeah. Sorry, what were you saying, Nathan?
Oh, I was just saying my favorite thing is just detective manners for Kevin Morris right away.
Yes. I mean, it's brilliant, right? He's there. I mean, the whole reason Detective Manners is in my team is just so I can get Kevin out and being able to negate an adversary. Like, I have all the other negate adversary witnesses in there. So it's like, oh, adversary, Detective Manners, pull out whatever witness I need to negate that adversary. So yeah, Detective Manners doesn't help with the investigation or the res, but he gets the witnesses out. And that was one thing that just occurred to me. If when we were talking about Jose Chung before we started playing, I was like, if you think about it, there were 2 scenes in the episode where Detective Manners comes in and says, "Hey, I got a call from some crazy blankety blank." First one is like that claims he found a real life dead alien body. Then the next one is who claims he was an eyewitness to this abduction twice. And therefore, his effect is that he can pull 2 witnesses, because in the course of the episode,
Oh, that's good.
I was like, why that never occurred to me, It's like, oh, that did happen twice in the episode, and hence his effect is
Spot on.
translated perfectly from it is brilliant.
I think you're giving them too much credit.
I don't know, because it's like, it just seems like, I mean, yeah, it seems like it's just too perfect. And I was like, that's the kind of thinking I put into the season 4 cards.
Yeah.
But no, but you also, to what you're saying is like, yeah, there's a lot of cards that they've made that don't in any way, translate well from the episode. But there are those times when it just, it was like, I couldn't have done better. And Detective Manners is, one of those.
Yeah, it worked out good. Yeah.
It's like, but damn it, couldn't they have at least given him some res? Good Lord. He still costs 3. No, he costs 2, but
2,
still.
yeah.
1 res. Just 1 res.
I don't think there's any there's even 3 cost agents that don't produce res, right? I think
Kresge,
that's
Manners.
I think the threshold
That's it.
for res is like 4 for you to get a res from somebody.
Doesn't
Say,
current
what was
code
it, Nathan?
provide res?
Can you say that? I didn't get the question. What was it?
I was gonna
Yeah.
say-
Karen Kosef does give 1 res, and she's 3.
Oh, no, she okay. I'm
Yeah.
wrong about that. Never mind.
Yeah, I think all of the original, the premiere, the truth agents, they all at least contribute 1. It was only the 1013 edition where they had those 2 agents that. Oh, but what about you got the Scully set agents? Do all of those? I don't have those committed to memory. I'm wondering if like Fleur or
hold on.
do they give res?
So Detective Genshaw doesn't give any res. Agent Fuller doesn't either, and Linda Kaleka doesn't either. So yeah, there are 3 agents in the Scully set who doesn't give any res, and there are 3 RP. For instance, Detective Genshaw is 3 RP, but he doesn't give any res. And actually, that card is strange because his effect is an opposing conspiracy player may pay 2 conspiracy points to send Detective Chow back to your bureau if Detective Chow is investigating a site with criminal investigation, evidence collection, or bureaucracy, which are basically his 3 skills. So I just don't understand
Why would
who
you
would use him.
Yeah,
No.
who would use that card? It's
I don't know.
crazy. There's really no good agents in that Scully set that I would consider. Maybe Frank Burst. Frank Burst is the only one that I would actually consider because he's kind of like a Skinner Blevins effect.
Or maybe Lieutenant Brophy because he does provide a lot of combat skills.
If
He
you
has
have
4
combat
long range.
cards, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's like no one's really playing with combat, really.
No, but he has four long range and 3 close range, so he could
Oh,
be
yeah.
useful against an adversary. Yeah.
His effect is crap, though. His effect is like if you, yeah. But again, you'd have to use combat to make. Yeah, you're right though. He does have some wicked combats. But it's like Nathan. You own the cards now. It's just I guess if you ever feel like bringing them out in like a playtest game or whenever we decide to do a custom, card game, would love to see what you do with some of those now that you own them.
Yeah, I'll whip them out for so we'll need to agree.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah.
Like we do a game like, we're gonna do Power Rule game coming up,
Right.
or we do a custom. Like, we can say like, okay, I was thinking like, what if we have something where like, okay, each of us can bring like 5 custom cards,
Right.
or it's like you can bring only Scully set cards into a game, provided you've received some. But they're gonna be. It looks if you've been paying attention to the Facebook group, and Nathan, you missed it, but Dax was with us in our previous broadcast.
Oh, nice.
He was showing us what was coming. And should we tell him, guys? Should we tell him what's in there? I mean, at this point, there's no reason not to because Dax made it available to us. So, do you want to turn off the recording, David? Just for maybe we should just do that. Sorry.
Yeah, let's do
Okay.
that, and I'll edit out all references to this, so Dax will be
Yeah.
on the way.
So Nathan,
Hold up.